Welcome to a special edition of Game for a Movie. We have a special panel as well. We have our normal people. I am your host, Mike B. Tank. I am joined by...
Andre Bellinger.
T-Dog.
Mitchell Clements.
And we have two special guests tonight. We're going to start with you, newbie. Or Proby.
Wow.
Proby. I'm going to call you out, Proby.
Megan Jansen.
And...
It's Claire!
Yay!
Can we explain Proby? Because to the wrong ears, that could sound weird. So
Well,
what is Proby short
Well,
for?
it's a term from NCIS for probationary officer.
Ooh, interesting.
Wait, I'm an officer?
No.
No,
Oh.
you're clearly not an officer.
You're a probationary member of our group.
Yes.
Okay.
See, thank you.
Yeah. We are doing a special edition of this podcast. We normally do this bi-weekly, but this past weekend was San Diego Comic-Con, which is a lot of media game revealed all at once.
Yes.
We are going to talk about... We basically said the entire weekend is fair game. Anything that got released this weekend is fair game. So we are going to give you 3 things we are excited about and 3 things we aren't. There are going to be some things that we cover that are going to be the same for some people, some not the same. So basically one person's going to go say, this is what I'm excited about. If everybody else agrees, we're going to have that. Yeah. All right. There's way too much.
You wrapped it up.
It's
That
like,
was good.
I feel like Basil exposition from Austin
It
Powers.
starts just going on and on.
Oh, Basil. Basil's great.
But we have many important things like, what are we drinking this week, guys?
Oh, yeah.
And girls?
Ladies.
Oh.
Ladies.
Ladies.
I don't know, Mike. What are you drinking?
I am drinking 203 from Stony Creek Brewery.
Hell
Alright.
yeah, Stony Creek.
I am drinking a Ruby Red Kolsch from Genesee Brewing Company up in Rochester.
Okay.
Oh.
Yo, shouts to my man Samuel Adams with that summer ale that's me and T-Dog's drink today.
Okay.
Sick.
Yes,
Sick.
And I stole a beer from Andre,
No.
so I'm also drinking Ruby Red.
I'm not drinking anything right now. It's kind of
What?
sad.
Wow, that's...
Would
Do
you like
need
a
do you need
Samuel
beer? Like-
Adams summer
Give me a
ale?
beer. Oh, what?
Would you like a Samuel Adams summer ale?
Wait,
It
do you get
tastes
paid
like
every
summer.
every time you say
We
it?
definitely
Not
do.
if you point it
Oh.
out.
As
There
we've
goes all
said
that
many
sick
times
ad money.
before, we're not afraid to whore ourselves out.
I have
Sponsor us!
because I bought a very convenient 6-pack. I have 3 extra.
Oh,
for
I would love
people.
one of those.
What a novel concept.
What
this-
are they called?
It's a very
Hey.
deep cut beer.
A Samuel Adams Summer Ale.
Wow.
Oh,
That sounds like a perfect beer for the season.
Oh, I bet
tastes
it's so
like
refreshing.
summer.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And what a surprise, Mitchell's desperate.
I like how Mitchell had that one on
Oh,
deck.
thank you.
Oh yes.
Where did it even come from?
Look, I come prepared, man.
Alright, but let's get it started. We're going to talk about some things we are excited about first. Or should we start with the non-excited? We'll build up the drama.
You're the host, my man.
Yeah, man. You know.
Let's start with non-excited.
Oh,
build up
alright.
the drama.
Okay,
Oh,
fine.
the drama.
The
Okay.
The drama.
All right.
All right.
So we will start with you, Andre, for one thing you are excited about. We're going to go
wait.
one thing at a time and just
One thing
pass
at a time
around.
I'm not excited about.
That you are not excited about.
All right. Listen, guys. You know, I love ScarJo. She's great. Very nonplussed about Black Widow, to be honest with
Really?
you.
Agreed.
Because
Yeah.
she did, though.
Yeah, right. I feel like her character arc's kind of over, and then like they're doing like the obvious thing of it being like, oh, this is the Budapest story you're always hearing about. Oh man, I wonder what's gonna happen. And I don't know. It's just
So who else had that on their list?
I mean,
Not me.
I didn't necessarily have a list, but this one fit my discussion because I feel like they missed their timing on
a little bit, yeah.
They missed it by 5
If
years.
they did
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
if
exactly.
they did it before Endgame,
Yeah.
it'd have been
Well, they
Exactly.
they should have done it after the first Avengers.
Yeah.
Like,
They should have. Okay.
Or that too. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially now that they have a female hero in the series too, like they've done Captain Marvel, it no longer feels like
yeah, they only
it's-
needed one.
Oh
No,
my
no,
God.
that's not what I'm saying at all.
And then that's enough, guys.
That's not what I'm saying.
That dog.
I
It
love
felt like Black Widow should have been first
Oh, definitely.
or
Yeah.
not happened.
Mm,
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean,
Or before.
Well, because she was the
Endgame.
first female superhero that
Yeah.
Marvel introduced in their MCU.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it
Right.
makes sense.
like, hey, I love to be proven wrong, and maybe this movie is gonna be really cool, but I feel like I kind of already know what that movie is, and I'm you know,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna see it, probably even opening weekend, because I'm just a show, but it's whatever. But
Does that mean there's gonna be more Jeremy Renner?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's supposed to be-
Yeah.
Because this
Wait,
version
you don't like
of Black...
Jeremy Renner?
No, I'm over him.
Over him.
Over him.
Aw.
Who's
Wow.
over Jeremy Renner?
Yeah,
We
really.
will-
I am.
We will find that Claire
I
is
have
over
his
a lot
music,
of things
damn it.
in this podcast.
Dude, yeah, he just released like a new.
He has singles.
Song,
Like he has
yeah.
4 songs.
What?
Yeah.
He's
Listen to
trying.
the last
What's-
podcast
what's
we
his
talked
genre?
about his makeup.
Oh no! What's his genre?
What is it?
Oh, I
What?
don't. I don't.
It's like adult contemporary.
A little
Oh
bit.
no!
Yeah,
Oh
that's
God!
really specific.
Ugh.
I don't know.
I saw that on my
I'll just be
Spotify.
guessing.
It's like recommended for you, and I was like, really? I listened to it, and I was like, no.
Wow! Fuck you, Spotify.
Bad recommendation.
Yeah.
Does the addition of David Harbour help anything? Because I have a man crush on David Harbour.
I
so I'm
mean,
excited.
you know, hey, David Harbour's great, but you know, if Hellboy's any indication, not everything he is in is going to be
But that's
great.
also because Hellboy was not written right.
No, definitely not.
It's not a
Definitely
good
not.
movie.
That's what I
No.
mean. But I right now, I like David Harbour. He does not sell a ticket for me just yet.
Okay,
But
that's
I'm
fair.
glad he's there. I'm
So
glad
we
he's
had
there.
3 people with that?
Mm.
Okay. So, T-Dog, I guess your second thing that you are not excited about?
So I don't know how excited I am for the Star Wars series after the whole Game of Thrones stuff.
Okay.
Are we talking what D.B. Weiss and Benny Offer doing?
Yeah.
Like that one?
Yeah, I would say maybe that. To be
Okay.
honest.
What are you just
More the backlash. Game of
the
Thrones.
backlash to Game of
Yeah,
Thrones?
yeah.
They didn't
Right.
land the plane.
Yeah.
They definitely did not.
They didn't land Drogon in the right
At
way.
best, they landed it in the lake, and that's it. Like, did not hit the runway.
I won't be watching it when it comes out originally. Assuming that, let's say it had fantastic reviews at some point, I'll watch it. But
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna need to twist your arm a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Does anybody have new Star Wars?
No, I will say shout-outs to Seth Rogen for fucking taking down
Yeah.
D&D at his panel. That was awesome.
Really? What do you say?
He was, he,
Yep.
Go for it.
Well, so basically, they were asking about. It was a preacher panel, so they're in their final season.
Yep.
And I think it might have started off with somebody asking them how the final season was, or how it was compared to Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And he made the joke. Well, at least he's here, so that
Like,
has
at least
to
he
be-
showed up
yeah.
to the panel.
So, for those of you who do not know, the Game of Thrones showrunners did not show up for their panel, and
Yep.
then
Yeah.
and then they did not have the QA session of their panel because they ran out of time.
Yeah. Sounds
Because-
about right.
Yeah.
It looks like they're just draining the clock a little bit.
A little
Try
bit,
not to
yeah.
get shit.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I mean, like,
So why did this last season suck?
so why did Daenerys just kind of forget about the Iron Fleet? Like, oof.
Daenerys is so
People
bad.
forget, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
people forgetting though. She was really in love. All right.
So, Mitchell, we go
Yeah.
to you.
So I got Westworld 3 at the top
Okay.
of
Oh,
my
you're not
least-
excited.
Guys, I did not finish season 2.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
It-
excited
Wait, I
either.
finished season 2 and I still like.
Right? It's a chore. Season 2
It's
Yes.
terrible.
and getting to episode 5 was a
Yes,
chore for me.
yep.
And the way that season 1 had ended, I think the writers or the writing thought that they were speaking to something deeper that was actually presented to the audience. So I love the initial mystery of the first one. The second one, of course, they tried to rehash the same mystery element that drew a lot of people to season 1. And guys, I think I'm just over this world.
Yes.
Really?
It's definitely cool
Okay.
at the beginning. We see, it's not called Samurai World, whatever they call it. I saw one episode of that. I'm like, great, I'm cool. And the plot, the characters just do not compel me enough. And I'm not even sure where we left off at the end of season 2, nor do I care. So when I say this is a least favorite thing or whatever, it's just because I was excited about this franchise at one point, and season 2 lost me.
They
So
let you
it-
down so much.
Yeah.
Do you
I
think that they'll
100%
bring you
agree.
back in season 3 though? Because season 3 is totally different. It's not
Yeah.
in the desert anymore.
It's
in
in
the real
the
world.
real
It's
world,
completely
right?
different characters
Yeah.
except for the main
Dolores?
girl, Dolores, and
Dolores,
then
yep.
they previewed what's his name?
Aaron Paul?
They
No,
have
No,
Aaron Paul
the
and
other-
Tessa
no, the
Thompson,
guy
but
who- yeah,
the other guy.
The other guy who did not know that he was like.
Yeah, I can't think of
Arnold.
Jeffrey
Arnold.
Wright?
Yes,
Arnold.
yeah,
Jeffrey
Arnold.
Wright.
Jeffrey Wright, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Okay.
no. Frankly, because we live in a world with so much media,
Yeah.
where if you lose me, unless, like T-Dog was saying about Star Wars, unless we're seeing some awesome reviews and I feel compelled to watch it, I got other things on my list. And
Yeah.
that's the ultimate battle that HBO finds itself in. It's Netflix and Disney Plus soon to be. you're fighting for people's attention.
Right.
And Westworld lost mine, a year and a half ago? So
Yeah.
whenever season 2 came out. So
Well, and especially the gap between seasons seems
Yeah.
like, there's a long gap in
In
between
a way, I
seasons.
almost feel like that would help Westworld.
Yeah,
People
I
forget
think-
about
yeah,
season
exactly,
2.
because
Like,
especially if you're struggling to finish season 2.
yeah.
I'm not so concerned about the gap between seasons, but the first season did so well, like
yeah.
with
Definitely
the
did.
suspense, not only the suspense, but I guess the mystery behind what
Right.
it was very you don't know what the hell is going to happen next, and then season 2 just became they were doing a lot of like gore or more
It was very actiony.
fighting,
There's lots of action, sure.
yeah.
yeah.
That didn't do enough
And-
to like.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
not necessarily a smart show.
for me, the reason I was drawn to those trailers specifically, I haven't even seen season 2 because I heard such bad things about it. I just let it be. But
Yeah, you do without it.
what I've seen from the trailers of season 3, honestly, I'm just a sucker for that cyberpunk vibe. Like it takes us in the real world. It just
Yeah.
has that synth track in the background. It's just hitting all those right notes aesthetically.
I
for
will
me,
say
but-
this: I love the music.
Yeah.
Seasons 1, season 2. It's the
Yeah.
same guy who actually does the score for Game of Thrones.
Oh,
so
nice.
HBO commissioned
Yeah.
him to do this as well, and I love the aesthetic of bringing back modern music and retroactively making it sound like if it were played in the Old West.
Sure.
So I love that. But that's not enough to
No,
make
no,
me
definitely
watch, 100 hours or 10 hours, I should say. 10 hours of content.
Did you
At
watch
a time.
Altered Carbon?
Altered Carbon. No, I haven't.
Yes.
It's on my
Yeah.
list though. I
Okay,
should watch
you
that.
should watch that.
You
Yes.
would like it.
I know I would. It's on my list.
They're making a season 2 of that, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyone else have
Although
this on
I
their
don't,
list,
I
by
don't
the way?
think the main
It
character.
was on
Westworld?
my
Westworld
it was
Yeah.
on my not excited list.
It was
was
not
just
on either
curious.
of my lists because I just forgot about it, which says a lot.
Well,
Well,
that
I
was
just-
going to be...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just loved the first season so much that it was such a letdown in the second season, and now I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
want it to
Yeah.
be good again.
Yeah,
That's the
but
one
it's
thing.
just-
Yeah.
It was interesting because my question was going to be, this seems like a show that could be on somebody's good list
Oh, yeah.
and somebody's not good list.
Sure.
Yes,
Like
if,
that.
you're,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're a fan of the show, then obviously why wouldn't you be excited about this?
Yeah.
Which is why I kind of hate this, because if someone in this world is making something that you legitimately love and cherish and want to follow these characters and explore their world, good on you. I'm not shitting on you. I'm just letting you know that
Right.
I don't want to be in this world.
We're not taking any away anybody's enjoyment from it.
Exactly. I'm
Yep.
happy
Okay.
you enjoy it.
I'll probably watch an episode or two just out of curiosity because I wanted to.
Let
be
me know.
good.
You
But
could be
then
my-
if it's not good, I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, you-
You're the
Because
canary
I
in the coal
really
mine.
did
Yeah,
struggle.
you're the canary in our
Yeah.
coal mine.
I really tried. I struggled through last season too.
Yeah.
It was a
Mhm.
chore, but I was like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe this next episode will be better. Okay, this is
Right.
where it's gonna pick up, and it just like
Yeah.
flat the
It's
whole
never
time.
it, yeah.
Time is a flat circle.
So our first special guest, Megan,
That's me.
what is something that's on your not excited list?
Well, can I just say the obvious one? The cats.
Cats.
Cats! God.
That was on my list.
That's on mine.
What a nightmare.
Yeah.
What about cats? Is
Well,
besides the
What about
obvious?
it?
Wow,
specifically?
how long do we
I have to ask the probing questions.
Yes.
but like, have any of you guys actually watched there was a movie, Cats?
Oh, there's a
It's
music.
an adaptation
There-
of the
yeah, but it
musical.
was
There's
like-
an Andrew
Wasn't
Lloyd
it
Webber
animated
musical.
or not?
Yes.
No, it wasn't animated, no.
Everything
Did
I
you guys
love.
never...
No,
Never saw
never
it.
seen the
You guys
original.
know, like, the storyline?
No.
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 Maybe-
I know the songs. I know certain songs,
You do
but I
know
don't
some
know the
songs?
plot.
I know there's
Yeah.
Memory All Alone in the Moonlight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the last song, right?
Sure.
So
Synopsis.
I
About a
swear,
cat.
after watching the trailer, because my mom, like, loved the movie, so I watched it when I was younger a lot. But I didn't, like, remember what happened, so after watching the trailer, I went and I looked up a few, like, 3 different synopses. And I was like, I still don't know why this is getting, like,
So
it's
is there a story? Because it looks like
Kind
a
of.
ton of vignettes more than like a one
It's-
big story.
Yeah, it's like one of those musicals where there's more singing than, like, you don't hear, like, a lot of talking.
Okay.
Like, they sing through the whole thing.
Which I'm not mad about on its own.
But-
I
But-
love musicals.
like, the-
Yeah.
the
That
whole-
can be good when done right.
Yes.
when done.
Yes.
I don't know. I
When
just
Miz.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Like that.
did we move
Same
from
director.
not being excited to being excited
No.
about cats?
Oh, no.
We are still very not excited.
I
I
say-
wish it was something good.
Yeah.
It's literally everything I could ever want. Cats, love them. Andrew Lloyd Webber, great. Love his music.
Cast is
Musical.
great.
Cast,
Yeah, it's
minus T-Swift, not T-Swift fan,
But
sorry.
what is
I
so
wanna
bad
just-
about this trailer, guys, is how it looks.
Yeah.
It looks like, looks like Dr. Seuss. juice.
It does.
Yeah, a little
That's
bit.
a
You're
good
right.
guess.
Where's
I was
Mike
like,
Myers?
Yeah.
Where's the cat in the hat?
The funny thing
That's
about
actually
it all
a good
is that
comparison.
the fact that even the furries are like,
Yeah, I know.
this
Even the
isn't
furries
even
are
our
going
movie.
against this movie.
Wait,
That's how you
time out.
know
This
that.
was made for the furries.
Yeah, well, the furries are not liking it. They're
The furries are not happy.
Oh my
It's
So,
the same reaction to the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer, and that's how you know you effed up.
ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
That was delayed again, by the way.
Oh, was?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's pushed back to like
Again.
March or something.
Not on Valentine's Day?
But the
You don't know my
creator
Valentine's Day
said
plans. What the hell?
That's no-
they're gonna like the new Sonic, and the creator promised. So obviously it must be true.
Oh,
I
God.
want it to be good. I just know it's not.
I didn't. That was a
going to be
movie I was
good.
not asking for.
No.
So
Yeah.
God on them if they actually make it.
I also wasn't asking for cats.
No, definitely wasn't.
Does anyone
And Thomas
else
Hooper was
cats?
like,
A
I-
movie,
Yeah.
a movie you didn't know you wanted and needed.
Mm-hmm.
I still know.
Well, the verdict's
I
out.
think-
The verdict's still out. We'll
I
come,
think it's going to be a bad movie somewhere
I think
in the future.
we'll need to revisit this conversation later.
Yeah,
down
when
the
somebody
Definitely.
sees it as their bad movie.
That's the thing. Like,
It's true.
guys, I see a lot of things. I'm a huge musical fan. I have zero interest in seeing this movie.
Yeah.
Zero interest. And I like Les Mis.
Mhm.
King's Speech was fine. I'm just talking about Thomas Hooper movies
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just gross. Like, we're in 2019 and
Gross.
there are visual effects that look like that. And that
Yeah.
this is a big budget movie. It's not
Really?
like they
You
just
know?
hired like students
And
to like make
especially
this.
after something like Lion King, where you can make
Yeah.
realistic animals, and like I would almost prefer that realistic cats
Well,
that are
like-
just voiced by.
They wanted you
Maybe.
to like recognize the faces.
Yeah, you definitely want
Right.
to see Jennifer
Yeah.
Hudson. Like,
You definitely want to see James Corden spit on somebody.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Nice.
And Rebel Wilson just doing her Rebel Wilson thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
gonna
she
be a
does.
wonderful film, guys. Yeah, it's distributed by Universal Pictures. This is a big budget movie.
Yeah.
So, yes.
And as we said, this was not something that was released at Comic-Con, but it was just the same weekend.
Same
So-
weekend the trailer dropped.
Yeah.
Well, they understood.
What kind of?
Honestly, good marketing. Like, for those who put it out, they thought it was good,
Yeah.
and they were proven wrong.
Yes.
But
Right.
in terms of the
Verdict's
zeitgeist...
still out on that.
Okay.
No, it's
Oh.
definitely. I'm definitely talking
T-Dog!
about.
T-Dog!
really?
T-Dog
Or-
might be
No.
a
T-Dog, is
super
this
agent.
on your excited list?
We'll see.
We'll see. It's still exciting.
As he's making it up on the spot.
I know, he's gonna watch.
I know I'm talking way more about cats than I ever would have if it looked at all not like it does now.
I will say
Oh,
this,
alright.
though. The cat memes, I'm low-key very excited for. Once we get the full movie, there's going to be so many cat memes,
That's
and
very
I just
true.
can't wait.
Yes.
Very true.
All right, we move on. Claire?
I already forgot what I'm not excited for.
That's how not excited
Fantastic.
you are about
Wow.
You're off to a great start.
I'm so good at this. Well, what
okay.
did I say earlier?
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know either. Oh no.
This is why I wrote it down.
Yeah,
I wrote
wasn't
it
that
down, too.
prepared. Okay, guys.
We all have our phones, and we all have it written down.
I didn't write
Megan.
anything down. You're fine.
Damn it, Megan.
Well, you're doing a lot
You're
better than
supposed
I
to.
am,
There's a
Proby.
mob
Yeah.
mentality.
Yeah, right.
Pro-
mob
Yeah.
Proby's
mentality.
winning the day. All right, well, then I guess I will jump.
Yeah,
This
you
is something
jump.
that is on my not excited list, but can be on. I would not be surprised if it was on
Everyone.
multiple people's
Uh-huh.
excited
Yeah.
list.
Uh-huh. You're going for the controversial pick. I like
I'm
it.
going for a controversial pick.
No, you're-
Terminator Dark Fate.
Oh, nope.
What?
That's on
Yeah.
my
Nope.
least favorite
It's on your least favorite list. Okay.
Oh, God.
I thought somebody might be interested.
Sure.
I never really got into the Terminator. series.
Yeah,
Well-
that's
So-
where I'm at.
And that's kind of where I stand. Is I
Yes.
never saw any of them.
Oh, well then why would you be excited about this?
Wait, no, this is so on par. This is exactly what Mike would
I'm not
be
saying.
excited.
You
Yeah.
are again jumping down my throat on this. The thing is,
I just
no,
love
I'm
doing
saying
this.
that it's on my not excited list
Yeah,
because I'm
same
just
here.
not going to see it again.
Okay,
You know,
sure,
it's
sure.
not. It's not.
Wait,
I'm
have
going,
you seen? You have not
You're
seen.
not seeing
I've not
any
seen
of them.
any of them.
Okay.
So I'm saying
Got it.
again, this is just another movie I'm not going to see. It's not. I'm so against this movie.
Well, no, that's
Yeah.
still an important perspective to have
Yes.
too, because like
Yeah.
you need to sell new fans on Terminator too.
And
right?
that's
Like,
exactly
you
it.
can't if the trailer's
The-
failing to grab
The
you.
last one was the Amelia Clark one.
Yes,
Genesis?
Genesis with the
That
Y.
one,
Yeah.
that was the one.
That was
That was the
bad.
first Terminator movie I did not see when it came out.
Yeah,
so
same.
that was
I-
when I was out.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's what I'm saying is like it's still not selling me. That's
Sure.
my point. And I was really going for the pick more so because I could see it on somebody else's excited
Okay.
list.
Yeah.
So I was really trying to create that.
I mean, the way that I
Gotcha.
see it is that I've been hurt too much by the Terminator franchise to be
Okay.
excited about anything that's coming out about it.
Hurt too much, like emotionally.
Yes, from the
From
trauma.
disappointment. Or?
Yeah, oh, definitely, dude. Everything past 2 has been awful.
Okay.
You don't like
awful,
that Sarah Connor's
but-
No,
back?
it was
that means
awful.
you were,
Yeah.
like,
No, lean into it.
No, yeah.
but you were like really invested in the first two, and then.
Well, no, the first 2 were fun. Okay, so the first one is like legitimately good sci-fi, and then the second one is like a fun action movie, and I think that they could definitely.
Those are 2
replicate-
totally different movies.
They
too,
totally
which
are.
is great.
Well, yeah, and I think it
Yeah.
could have had the same trajectory as Aliens. I thought, maybe Alien 3 was a big dip, but still
Shouts to David
watchable.
Fincher. Yeah.
Woof. Anyways,
Whoops.
I will say that I'm like this one gives me a little bit more hope. Where I will go see it if it has good reviews because it has the original Sarah Connor
Yep.
actress in it. That's cool, and James Cameron's back to produce it.
Right.
So like that's
And
like
it's Tim
kinda
Miller
like-
too. Like,
Yeah.
it's a guy who did Deadpool, so
Right.
it's not
Yep.
it's not like it's somebody that's just off the street or something
Right.
like that. They brought in somebody
Off
because
the
like
street.
Genesis, I don't think was a big name.
No, well, they had Amelia
Yeah,
Clark.
they
Yeah, really-
They had
really-
Amelia Clark, but I'm
were
talking
driving,
director-wise.
Driving
No.
by the studio.
They were
and
really
they
relying
needed
on
a
her name to
director.
sell
And
it.
they're
Yeah.
just like, oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is like
Yeah.
this one is a little more like
Yeah.
it's got Amelia Clark in it, that kind of stuff. It was Alan Taylor directing.
Can you give me the other credits for Mr.
I'm looking.
Alan
Director of Thor: The Dark World.
Oh. Oh no.
Well,
That's in his top 4. He was
Oh.
the director of some episodes of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And The
Which
Emperor's New
ones?
Clothes in 2001.
Which one?
Wait,
Not
what?
that
Wait,
The Emperor's New Clothes.
Not New Crew.
Not New Groove.
Wait,
Okay.
is that a second one?
The
No.
Emperor's New Clothes is
So
like
the Emperor's
No,
New
is that
Clothes
like
was
a-
the actual story that
Based
Emperor's
off
New
of-
Groove.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of.
kind of,
implied.
sort of,
Kind
kind of, not
implied.
really, but yeah.
There was a
Yeah.
thing about turning into a llama and that kind of stuff, but
Instead of not wearing clothes.
So not
Yeah.
very close. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
so that's on my list.
Okay.
Andre, we go to you. Do you have another one on your list? It's okay if you don't. We'll just
Wait,
start
wait,
passing.
not excited still?
Still not excited.
All right. I mean,
Do you
I'm,
have
I'm nonplussed about this WandaVision series.
WandaVision?
I know. Like, I've
So I put Marvel TV in my not
just
excited.
all of it, just all of Marvel TV.
Wow.
Just all of it, except for because I have WandaVision in that category. I have Loki in that category.
Yeah.
What about
If I didn't know the Hawkeye storyline
Okay.
that it's based off
Wait.
of, I would be disappointed.
Yeah.
But I actually know the storyline is pretty good.
Okay.
I'm kind of
I'll,
excited.
I'm gonna hold spoiler. I don't want to spoil my excited list, but one show makes
Yeah,
it on
that's
there.
fine.
Wait, what about the Falcon?
The Falcon, Winter Soldier and the Falcon, that actually has my attention just because they have Zemos
Zemo.
back in.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
And
Yeah,
so,
I saw
like,
that.
it actually
Well,
has, like, a
yeah.
kind of pedigree.
As far as WandaVision goes, just super. I don't know. Like both these characters in the MCU have been fine, but I can't. Like neither of them by themselves are gonna like draw me to a show. Like I'm excited for them to appear in other movies, and I'm down for that. But like
I feel like
don't
the
know if they can
Scarlet
carry.
Witch was very underutilized,
Sure.
especially for the actress. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited to see what they do with the collection of like that, those different series, but I could easily see them not being,
Right.
I just want to see what comes out of it.
For sure. Oh, totally.
Yeah, I'll read the Wikipedia.
Yeah. I'll get you my cliff notes before I go see Doctor Strange for sure. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my thing. I feel like I have to see WandaVision before
Right.
Doctor
Well, I
Strange.
wonder how this whole Disney Plus thing is going to play out.
Yeah.
As far as like, do you need to watch the shows? Do you need to put up the
Because, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. started that way almost,
But not
they
really
kind
though,
of got
because
away
like
from it.
all the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. storylines are like, hey, like the closest thing we got to the MCU was like, hey, remember that one random chick from Asgard in Thor 1? She's here in this episode.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see Chris Hemsworth ever. What? Are you kidding me?
And they dealt with, like, the repercussions of...
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Really
yeah.
well. Yeah, that was really
Got
cool.
it.
Yeah. But like the thing is, you could watch Winter Soldier and not S.H.I.E.L.D. and be fine.
Yeah.
So
I heard that they didn't tell the
they didn't
writers
tell them
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
until a week beforehand.
Right, that,
And
like,
that's-
oh, by the way, this is, like, a huge plot
And then the
twist.
fact that the show got like 10 times better after that is amazing to me, because that show was like,
Wow.
I was
I
not,
got lucky.
not hooked, yeah. And
There you
then
go.
they totally made it way more interesting after that.
Is that show still around, by the way?
It is.
Yeah, it
I think
is.
they just announced their final season. I have fallen off of it a while ago.
Yeah.
I have watched the last episode because somebody at work was watching it while I was there.
No way.
They are bringing the Ghost Rider back.
Oh
What?
yeah, Ghost Rider's in there. Yeah. Ghost
Where's
Rider's
Where's Ghost Rider?
So he was in
what
season
show?
4.
Which
Yeah.
is the guy who plays in Terminator movie, right? He's the bad guy.
Oh, maybe.
What?
It's
It's
like-
not Nick
I can
Cage?
see that.
So you
Not
know
Nick
that
Cage. Nick Cage.
I stopped
I'm back,
watching
so
it,
baby.
the
yeah.
trailer where she throws something into the semi,
Yeah.
and that
That guy?
guy,
Yeah.
I think he's the ghost.
He's the Ghost
yeah.
Rider guy?
Huh.
There you go.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude.
So, yeah.
Shouts to Ghost Rider.
Big
T-Dub,
ups.
do you have anything on your not excited list still? It's
I don't-
okay if you don't.
I thought I had something, but
I don't anymore.
know.
You guys ruined my
I
list.
think I'm out.
Ruined!
I'm still trying to think of my first thing.
Damn it!
I have one more thing. If does anybody
Well,
else?
you kind of touched on. I was gonna say I'm not that excited for that. What if?
What?
I'm sorry. Wanda.
That's on my excited list.
Can you please
Too damn bad.
Can you explain
Yeah.
why you
I
are not
will.
excited for
I'm
it?
gonna.
I just I just think it's gonna get old real fast. Like, yeah, it'll be really cool,
Mhm.
like the big things, but I just think it's gonna get old really fast.
Okay.
I think it's going to be one of those shows. Well, it's standalone episodes each, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that could go in one of many directions.
Definitely.
So I think it depends on. I think we're going to see a lot of quality variations,
Mhm.
and depending on who the talent is and who the directors and writers
Right.
are. So yes, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of clunkers.
Similar
Yeah, I
to
think-
Black Mirror, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I will
yeah.
say Charlie Booker is like overseeing all of that, but for What If, I'm not sure if there's going to be one
No.
singular oversight.
And they didn't. I will say, I'm excited for it, but they didn't show off. They didn't show off any. They said it'll be animated, but we don't know like in what style. Will it be CG? Will it be 2D? Will it be different art styles? That'd be really cool
I
for
would
different
love
episodes. I would
for
love
them
that.
to do that.
Yes.
So DC actually had a similar series called Solo, and it only ran for 12 issues. They did it for like a 1-year special, and they commissioned an artist, so specifically comic book artists, not writers, to take over an issue, and they could play with whatever characters that they wanted, completely out of canon. So it was basically the writer would have, or the artist would also write these stories. And I will say, the art was always beautiful. The quality of the writing was so up and down.
Gotcha.
But it's still one of my favorite series because of like all the different directions these characters went into, and it's just fun. There's no, you don't have to worry that Wanda accidentally killed people at the beginning of Civil War.
Yeah,
It's
right.
just
Like it just being free from the giant monster canon that is the MCU at this point is
Exactly.
appealing in of itself, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, I think this one has a lot of potential, but it could also be a total stinker. But
It totally could be.
So, is that the main reason you're not excited? Just because?
doesn't tie in anything.
Yeah, I'm just not excited about it. I
There's
don't really
not
have a real
blessed.
reason. I just don't.
I feel like it's hard to
I
come up
think
with
I don't
reasons you're
want
not
to. I don't
excited
want to
for
watch a show
something.
that's going to be up and down all the time.
Definitely.
And not consistent.
Makes sense.
So Westworld.
Yeah.
I guess I'll finish the not excited. It's a show that I actually like, and the reason I'm not excited is because of a station change. The Orville season 3 is going to be on Hulu.
Oh yeah.
I really like this series.
I do too. And
So why
Yeah.
does the change of stations?
Just Fox needs numbers, and the Orville wasn't getting the complete numbers that they wanted.
I mean, it's better than
well, neither
Firefly.
did That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Neither did Firefly.
Well, I
so-
think the first season was disappointing, and they gave it a second season to try to see if they would have the Firefly effect, kind
Yeah.
of.
Oh sure.
Because like Firefly was more excitable because there was only the one season. If Orville, if it picked up for the second season, then it would be no problem. We
I
wouldn't be
hate that
talking
I'm
about
asking this question. Have you watched Orville?
the Orville.
Yes. Okay. Good.
It picked up in the second
I
season.
have to ask. Like I legitimately have to
They
ask.
made
That's
great
great.
improvements, I think, in the second season. It just
Yeah.
didn't hit the
Sure.
viewer numbers.
Right, and that's exactly it.
It
And
sounds
I
super
watched it.
niche on its own, though.
Yeah.
It really
It
does.
is.
Well, it's,
It doesn't sound like
at
a
this
national
point. It feels like
broadcast
from my Trekkie nerd friends, they like the Orville more than Discovery at this point
Right.
because like it's
Wow.
closer to actual Trek than Discovery was. Not that what Discovery is doing is a bad thing.
It's
or
a
anything,
love
but
letter to Trek.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
It really is.
Like that's like
And
more classic Star Trek than.
Is it more funny than
I think so.
Trekkie?
I mean,
From what
it's-
I've seen, it's like it's kind of weird because it's Seth MacFarlane, so you'd expect it to be like Family Guy humor,
Right.
but like it's just more jovial, I guess. Like it's not like it's funny, like there's like chuckle-worthy moments and stuff, but it's not like dumb cutaway gags
Yeah,
like
it's-
every 30 seconds.
and it
It's-
gets dark.
Yeah,
like,
right.
It's not
It-
like it's
it's a sci-fi show first, weirdly, right?
Yeah.
So,
I'm into that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not a Star Trek guy, so I'm sure a lot of references and homages would just go over my head.
Sure, but it's
Little
not just
bit.
that.
Yeah,
vibe.
I'm the same way. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't watched Star Trek. Well, aside from the movies that recently have been.
Yeah,
The
J.J.
Abrams version.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the reason why I didn't watch it was because I thought it was going to be more like Family Guy. Like, I
Right.
thought the jokes were going to be more like that.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I had to be convinced to watch the first episode. And
Yeah.
my friends were like, yeah, no, it's good. I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah, it
Okay.
really is. I mean, like, I'm disappointed that Fox is giving up on it. You know,
Sure.
and it's it's still gonna be on Hulu. It's fine, that kind of stuff. But I'm just disappointed that it's getting moved.
I have a feeling if as long as the quality stays the same, it could do well on Hulu. It's that kind of show that people will pay to
I
stream.
will say this, when
Right now.
Community went to Yahoo, of all places,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah, you're right.
It was
and
rough.
that's
Yahoo's
what
still
that's
there.
what I
It
have
could be
fresh
the
in my
same
mind. Like, yeah.
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 All right, let's get to the excited.
Andre
Here we
2000.
Here we
Okay.
go.
All right, you guys are gonna. I feel like you guys are gonna roast me for this, but god
Can't
damn
wait.
it, I'm excited for Doctor Strange.
Yes!
Madness. Let's go.
Say it again. Say the title again.
Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness.
Excuse me. In the multiverse.
Oh,
of
in
madness.
the multiverse.
Say it again till you get it right.
It's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Whoa!
Oh my god. Woo!
I'm so excited too.
Spooky as hell, dude. Marvel's first PG-13 horror movie. Let's go.
Is it-
Midsummer move over. We got a Doctor Strange.
Summer is rated R.
Yeah.
It has a very graphic sex scene.
What is
Yeah,
a PG-13 like horror movie? I can't
There's-
even think of one.
Oh, like
That's
Scream.
Grudge.
Yeah, there's some, but
Oh, The Grudge. Oh wow.
That's
Whoa.
scary for me, okay?
I think The Ring was PG-13.
The Ring was
Was it?
PG-13.
Yeah.
Stay Alive was PG-13.
Yeah,
Mm.
even
It.
it was rated
It.
R. So it's like,
Oh, yeah, you're right. Wow. Yeah. Well.
Anyway,
PG-13. Insidious. The first Insidious.
Oh,
There you go.
No
See?
way.
Drag
That
Me
was
to Hell.
PG-13?
A Quiet Place. What?
Quiet Place.
Oh, Quiet Place, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, Happy Death Day.
Happy
Nice.
Death
I
Day.
forgot about that.
Yes.
Anyway,
Anyways.
dude, explain, please.
Well, okay, so
You're preaching to the choir right
honestly, the title is just so good, even if I didn't get it right for the first 4 times, but who cares?
Discounting.
And I love that it sounds like they're leaning into the extreme camp that comes with Doctor Strange. And I mean, you know, I don't know. Like, I just want to see more of that character, and it sounds like they're going for the right kind of tone. I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah,
It's
that makes me
definitely
happy.
seems
I like that they're trying something new.
exactly
Right.
Like, even though we're clowning on them for being like, oh, it's a PG-13 horror movie, at least it sounds like they're going to try for a different tone than the rest of the Marvel movies.
I like that they're now going tone versus like everything else.
Yes,
You know,
right.
like this one is definitely a horror or scary movie. you
I
know?
just
Yeah.
I just get Ragnarok vibes from the feelings I got when that got announced. As far as like when that trailer dropped, I'm like, oh man, like this is wacky.
Right.
I want more of that. So
Well, and like Thor: Love and Thunder, we'll probably talk about later
sure.
as well. But it's '80s movie. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of stuff.
definitely.
But
So yeah, very very.
do you want to talk about it now, T Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk
Yeah,
about it now.
Ragnarok was great. It really revitalized just the Thor character. Not that the Thor character, you know, the Avengers Thor character was great.
Yeah.
Throughout that, and it was just really, you know, the Dark World was dark.
It was
Yeah,
boring.
yeah. Mm.
You know, even the first Thor was, it wasn't fantastic.
It was
No,
fine.
It
I thought
was-
it was really
no.
basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the first
Um,
Marvel movies, still
Mhm.
trying to find their footing.
So I'm guessing it's on most excited list.
Thor:
Yes.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
You mean
Yeah.
the 4? Yeah.
It would have
Four.
been on mine if I it's one of
Four.
the-
If they would have called it the 4,
the 4.
I would have been.
Where
on
do you
board.
put the 4 in that? Is it with the H or is it the O?
We already had this conversation.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yes,
Did
last
we land
week.
on the H?
Wait, I didn't hear
No.
about it. Where'd it go?
Yeah,
I
where's
was
it go?
here and I don't even remember it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where does it go?
No, we called it 4.
The 4.
The 4. Like
TH4R.
4R. Yeah.
4OR?
No.
No.
TH4R is how
Has
you
this
spell
been
it.
approved by
4R.
Kevin Feige?
Yeah, get Kevin Feige on the phone. We need to do some
I'm gonna tell you
rebranding.
right now, no. So why are you so excited about Thor: Love and Thunder?
I think just to see how they carry on from Ragnarok.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Although I'm a little I'm curious how they'll tie in Natalie Portman. We've heard that she becomes the female Thor. I don't know if
They gave her Mjolnir, like at
Yeah.
Comic Con.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Yes,
physically
yeah, I
they
saw
gave
that.
that away.
And so just because we've seen her her character's downsides than the other Thors. So that would be the main question that I have about the new movie.
What's the character's name?
Jane Foster.
Jane. So apparently they're basing it off a very recent Thor run.
Yeah.
And
Like
I have
2012
not
The
read
something like
Amazing
that.
Thor or something like
Mighty
that?
Thor.
Mighty
Mighty
Thor, that's it, yeah.
So I have
Mighty
not
Thor
read
story arc.
a Thor comic, period.
Nope.
So
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm not going to pick this up. But a lot of stuff that Marvel has done recently, of course, we're talking about revitalized comic book runs. And if this one has a lot of fanfare, which it seems like it does through my very basic internet research, hopefully they could ride that into a really fun movie. And Taika Waititi's back, guys. I don't
Right,
know if
yeah,
we mentioned
that's
that.
the most important
that's
part.
the
Is
best
Taika
part.
Waititi's back.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, the only question I have is, are there going to be 2 Thors in the universe?
That's what I was about to ask. Like, is it going
Yeah.
to be is it going to be Natalie Portman and Chris Hemsworth fighting side by side, or
Is it just going to be Natalie Portman?
and is
Yeah.
the other Thor just going to be hanging out?
we
with
left, Thor is...
yeah, and as
Guardians
Guardians
of
of
the
the Galaxy.
Guardians.
Yeah.
That's true.
It'll be interesting. Have they announced when that's coming out versus when
No.
Guardians
No,
3?
I have a
Yes.
feeling it's going to have to be after though, because like Thor has a date or at least a time frame.
Well, it definitely has to be after, more so... Well, okay, timeline, different story. But the movie itself definitely has to be because... James Gunn is doing the
doing
Suicide Squad.
right?
And
Yeah.
then he has to come back to Guardians.
Phew,
How do you
jeez.
keep all this crap straight?
I couldn't remember James for a second
Yeah.
there.
Guardians, man.
Guardians 3, that's like what I'm looking forward to. But
Yeah.
they didn't say anything
There's
about
drama.
it.
No
So
date
it's
just
yet.
said
There's
that
no
there's going
date.
to be one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yes.
that makes me
It's
so
just
sad.
gonna-
This is where they got James Gunn back, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
Exactly.
I love Guardians.
Mitchell?
Yeah, so we've already mentioned 2 out of my 3.
All right.
Luckily,
So we'll
I
go
still
for 3.
have 1 more left.
hell yeah.
And guys, that's Blade.
Yo!
I am very excited for Blade. More so the kind of the backstory is how that was presented to Kevin Feige in the first place. It wasn't like he was at his office mapping out the next phase for Marvel and understood that Blade would be a really cool character to bring back. It was because Mahershala Ali literally called them up and said, "I want to be Blade."
Ooh, that's awesome. Hey, can you make me Blade?
Yeah.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That
He
is the
did that for another role, I think.
Mahershala did.
For True Detective, I heard. And he was great in True Detective.
Oh yeah. Yes, I'm very excited about that. That's the power that 2 Oscars will wield you. It's just like,
Definitely.
yeah, we'll call one of the hottest studios in Hollywood and be like, hey, I want to be that character. And sure enough, boom, there it is. I remember when Lion King was first announced, and one of the big memes that was going around was Beyonce called Disney and said, I am Nala now. It wasn't like they cast her. She literally called them. Well, guys, this is the real life version of that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So very excited for that. For those who had not seen the first Blades,
Yeah, I don't know what this. I don't know
Yeah,
anything
me
about
so
this.
as a
What's
brief
the synopsis?
synopsis,
Yeah, synopsis.
Blade was the character himself is a vampire, and he is out to kill other vampires. So he is a
Including
quote unquote
Dracula.
exactly,
Vampire
including
hunter?
Dracula. He exists in this universe.
Hell yeah.
And he's basically a
Hell
good
yeah.
vampire who is fighting the evil vampires on behalf of the living.
We're gonna watch
Dude,
it.
This
it's
is
gonna
like
be
what-
so,
this
it's
is
so
like-
sick.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
Megan's like
Wesley
so
Snipes
skeptical.
I'm
Cold
like,
Play.
you're
Oh,
in
It
a
also
vampire
has,
movie right
also
now?
had Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds.
Oh.
And I
Yes.
think he shows up
And
in
it-
Spider-Man too. Right?
I would not be surprised.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Not?
Yeah.
Excuse me? What?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
He shows up in Spider-Man?
Well, in the comics, I'm sure.
Oh,
and
sure.
the TV series.
Oh, the
the
TV
animated
series.
series.
Oh,
like
yeah,
old-
sure.
the
I thought you were talking like the
90s
Raimi films. Like he shows up in
No.
there, and I'm like,
Don't
what?
worry. We're gonna watch Blade.
Yeah,
Alright.
Blade
apparently-
1 and 2.
But Blade
Yes,
2 were
we're
great.
gonna skip Blade Trinity, but
Yes.
Blade 1 and 2.
Dude, apparently Wesley Snipes was an absolute menace to work with on that last film. Like,
Oh, I'm sure he was a menace to work with on all the films.
yeah, sure,
Well,
right.
in the third film, like him and the director only talked through notes that were passed by an
Yeah,
assistant.
and then like
There
I
you go.
just saw this post on Reddit last week. There was like a scene where he has to wake up in a morgue, and he was being so like defiant that he refused to open his eyes. So they had to get VFX artists to CGI him opening his eyes. Yeah, and it's just a gif of that shot, and it looks so fake.
So for
It is
those wondering
amazing.
why Wesley Snipes is not invited back to be Blade,
Right.
that is probably why.
that is the reason.
Sorry,
So shouts to Mahershala Ali for doing a complete power flex to get
dude.
this
I'm
done.
so okay
Um,
with this
and
fight.
I'm
Especially
very
since
excited.
he was in the series. Like, he's in the Marvel Universe, technically.
Is he?
As what?
As
He
who?
was in Luke Cage.
Oh, Luke Cage. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I mean, it still counts.
Yeah, it still counts.
definitely,
Still
definitely,
counts. Still
but-
counts.
Yeah,
But MCU, we're talking.
MCU.
we're talking
yes.
movies.
We're talking movies, dude.
Dude.
Movies.
Anyway, very excited for Blade.
Yeah.
Please watch 1 and 2.
Not Trinity, please.
Not trendy.
I don't know if I'd watch a vampire movie.
This is
It's
like
Twilight.
actually.
Just
Ma,
like
stop.
killed it.
Oh,
This is action.
So is
This
this a
is
new
no
Twilight
Twilight.
movie?
This is
No.
No.
Oh.
He
This
doesn't
was
sparkle.
pre-Twilight.
What-
This
yeah.
is
This
this
is
is
like-
late
it's
90s.
based-
This is
it's
late
like
90s, early
Twilight.
2000s. I want to say. I don't know.
Yeah, this
It's
was
very
I'm so
action.
sad that your
Great
cultural
action.
touchdown for vampires is Twilight.
It
Like,
kinda-
that's a bummer.
It's more like.
What have you
was
done,
it, like
Stephanie
Underworld?
Meyer? What have you
I
done?
watched a Scooby Doo episode.
Even
Okay,
watch
okay, okay.
Interview with the Vampire. Like, that's better
What was
than
that?
Twilight.
Wait,
Great
there's
movie.
a Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shouts
Sure,
to you
that's
for
better
knowing
than
that.
Twilight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
Scooby-Doo.
I'll die on that hot take if that's better than
But I
Twilight.
think that's a pretty.
It's not a hot take, but
It's like a lukewarm take.
I would say
Okay.
it's more so was it like an Underworld, whatever that Kate
Oh, yeah.
Beckinsale.
Oh
yeah.
Underworld.
Underworld.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's more
there's-
like that than Twilight.
Oh, it's cheesy.
Yeah.
You got something you're excited about?
Okay, you said you're not excited for Loki, but I'm excited.
You're excited for Loki. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
That's
low
fair.
key excited?
Low key, high key, low key.
You gotta pick a key. man.
Why are you-
No, I'm high key.
Oh, you're high
Oh,
key.
you're high key on Loki.
You're high key
Got
on
it.
Loki.
Okay, why are you so excited about Loki?
I just like the character, and I'm
Okay.
Well, cause like in Endgame, they showed that scene where he like took
Grabs the Tesseract.
and just like
Peace out, I'm out.
booted
Is
off.
Tom
It's
Hiddleston
a
gonna
cosmic cube.
be Loki?
Sorry, cosmic cube.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's gonna
And
be.
like,
the
what
episode
happens
still
with
has
that?
one.
That's like
Sure.
a whole thing. Like, I
That's-
don't know where they're gonna go with it.
I'm excited for it. My one thing is that, like, if it's that Loki, that's gonna basically reset his character arc, I guess, which means you
Well-
can just make him be totally different.
well,
but like,
So-
that's
so
not.
when
But
he took
he's
the, when he took the
dead.
Tesseract
Yeah.
in that final scene or like that sub scene,
Uh-huh.
that could have rewritten. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
timey-wimey
there's so
stuff.
many
That's
so dumb.
after
Time
Avengers
limit.
1, and
Yeah.
then, like, it
Well, it's after
recreates
Avengers
everything.
1, but like that's before Ragnarok, so you don't get like those hard. Like he doesn't have that.
This is why I hate time travel.
Right,
Because
right.
now, all of a sudden, like, how did Thor get out of that situation in Ragnarok? Because Loki
Or
wouldn't have
was
been
he
there.
ever in it?
No, that's a different timeline. It's just
It's a different timeline.
I-
Different
There are
dude.
multiple
Yeah, they
timelines.
just
Yeah.
kind of said, okay,
Yep.
that's a
So
different
and then
timeline. Screw
actually
it.
that means
Yeah.
that by extension Loki has that what if effect where they can just do whatever the heck they want and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what the canon is. Like
Right.
he's in another So
Yes. So I'm excited for Loki.
Okay.
hell
Because
yeah.
I like
That's
the
fair.
character.
Dude,
You
Loki's
keep looking
cool.
at me, and I mean,
Because I know you said you didn't like it.
Yes.
That was on your not excited.
so I'm not excited about it because I like the character of Loki, and I think now you give him too many chances to not be that character anymore.
Because
And
it's a TV show?
because it's a TV show.
Got it.
And it's the same reason why I'm sick of Coulson. I would have loved Coulson to come back to the MCU, but the reason I stopped watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is because Coulson didn't be that character anymore.
Sure.
He's
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
longer that character.
Right.
And
Well,
so
I think the nice thing is that these shows are designed like like Loki as a Disney Plus show is designed to have a set run. I'm pretty sure I get that vibe. That's gonna be
Yeah.
like 10 episodes max.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
good with that. And that's part of the reason why I'm like okay with some of these TV shows
Sure.
is because I'm good with that 10 episode
Right.
arc.
Right.
And then it's
Yeah.
just done. We're not having season 2.
Until
But
you love it.
money
you're like,
talks.
"Fuck
Yeah. Oh,
that."
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm worried about.
Sure.
Because a lot of people are going to watch Loki, even if it sucks. People are going to watch Loki, and it's going to get a season 2.
Are they same actor? Tom, is it Tom?
Yes,
Tom
Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the
They
TV
said the
shows,
same thing about Iron Fist. Just kidding. No one said that about Iron
Yeah.
Fist.
Oh,
but like
no.
all the characters are the same for the TV shows if they previously played it in the MCU.
Yep.
Okay.
So
They're trying to get people on the Disney Plus, guys. Like, they're
Yeah.
trying to get
Well,
This is
yeah,
their
they're
big
gonna
camera.
get them there. That's
Like just the fact that like we saw it on the same chart as like this is the Phase 4 and those shows are on that timeline. It's like oh man,
right,
Yeah.
like you wouldn't see Daredevil on there. Anyways,
Claire.
I'm excited for The Watchmen.
yeah,
Woo! On my
I,
list.
Like, I never read, I mean, if you guys listened before, I don't know anything about comics.
Good news.
I,
This is not a comic.
This is
This is completely
a show.
different story.
Yep.
Not comic book related.
This is
Oh,
this
okay.
is post Watchmen.
Post
Yes.
Watchmen.
because
yeah.
I saw the movie and I liked it, and that was comic book related,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, that was
Correct.
that
Like,
adapted the
long-
book. Yeah,
Yeah.
This is a love project after Watchmen.
yeah. It's
Oh,
supposed
good.
to
So
be.
then, yay.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about it.
Wait, guys, real quick. There was a comic series that came out.
Yes. Yeah, they came
Yes.
out afterwards.
Is that the same timeline? Is that what this
So
is
no,
based
no, no,
on?
because
No.
that
Okay.
ended up being a prequel
That was
Oh,
about
yes,
the
yeah,
same
it's a prequels.
characters showing how they
Gotcha.
became the
yes.
heroes they
yeah,
were.
Yeah. So those are prequel vignettes.
Was Alan Moore involved in that at all?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Because I feel like he kind of.
I think
'Cause
Watchmen
he
was
left
like
that
a
story in
one-off
the
kind of
80s.
thing.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but this is like this
So
completely.
this is its
different.
own thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
And
cool.
HBO's doing it. I love HBO shows.
We do like
for the
HBO.
most part.
Yeah.
We do like
Yep.
HBO.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm really excited about it. I don't remember what's supposed to come out this year.
I
Later
think
this
it's
this
in
year?
later this year. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I've been hearing about it for a while.
Yeah, I have too.
I think it's
Comic
this
Con
year.
is just another trailer dropped. I feel like
Right.
I've seen a couple trailers.
Right,
out.
I knew about it beforehand, but
Yeah.
Watchmen TV series says 2019.
Okay.
Very
When
good.
exactly it doesn't say.
I hope my boy.
December 31st.
No, bummer.
But it does say 20.
I mean, that would
19.
line up with the minutes to midnight kind of motif.
Oh, boy.
You know,
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm excited about that, just to see where they go with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks solid. I like the Rorschach Army and that kind
Are
of
there
stuff.
any
So-
big names attached at all? Like, I don't even know. creatively who's involved.
No, wait, no, never mind. I mixed that up. Never mind. James McAvoy's on the Golden Compass, his
Oh yeah, I'm
materials
excited
show.
about that
I'm
one too.
excited about
Are
that
we
too.
gonna talk about
His,
that?
No.
his Dark Materials,
His Dark
right?
Materials,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Dude,
it's
the
Dark
polar bear
Materials.
looks sick.
Jeremy Irons, Regina King
Okay,
are
Jeremy
all
Irons.
in the
Wow.
Watchmen
Yeah,
series.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Is that
Dr. Manhattan
That is our
gonna be in
Mr. Mustache twirler.
Is my big, beautiful blue boy, Dr. Manhattan, going to be in this? Going to be in
In
this
I
show?
didn't
in
see
that
him. I
big
didn't see
blue
him in the
dog.
previews.
Yeah, you
I
know.
didn't see him in any of the previews.
No, they haven't shown. I mean, like,
But
he's a
I
character you
also-
like, kind
Right.
of.
Because you
Yeah, I
thought
don't know.
he died at the end of
Right.
No,
He
he, well,
self-destructs. or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, he
Like
self-destructs.
But
fucks
if
off.
this is a
But
separate,
he is.
but it's based off
Yeah,
of the.
he's
if it's-
it was open
He's
for-
theoretically
Yeah.
immortal.
well, and also if it's based off of the ending of the comics. He doesn't self-destruct. Anyways, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they had a different ending.
Yeah,
They had a
right,
different
right,
ending
right,
than
right,
the-
right,
than
right.
the
We are
comic.
nerding.
Sorry.
Yes.
Watchmen is good.
I'm
Watchmen is good.
excited.
Yeah.
Did you guys think I would say that?
No, definitely not.
Ooh.
Threw me for a loop.
We talked before, so
I'm going to talk about the one Marvel movie that a lot of people haven't mentioned.
Okay.
Shang-Chi and the Secret of the Ten Rings.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
the reason
yeah.
I'm excited is we get the real Mandarin.
Mhm.
Yes!
Yeah, we
I
do.
am pumped for that because, I mean, as much as I love Sir Ben Kingsley, he is fantastic. The reason I didn't like him in that role.
a
Instead,
lot of people didn't like that.
We
Yep.
get Tony Leung,
Yep.
who has been a fantastic actor.
Yeah, so
Um,
he's from Kim's Convenience, right? Is that the
Yes.
That's the lead,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
I think originally it was rumored that the guy from the Black Mirror episode was going to be in it.
Which
where-
guy?
the
Which one?
VR one, where they
Oh,
play
yeah,
the
yeah.
game, like the
Mhm.
new season.
Oh, okay.
But that's not who it is. So it's the guy from Kim's Convenience, and he's I mean a really
It's kind of a
likable
similar
actor.
thing with Mahershala Ali, except this guy has 0 Oscars. But this guy, he was
Simu
tweeting.
Liu?
He was tweeting at Marvel. And
Yep.
He's just like, "Hey, let's get an Asian superhero on screen."
Yeah.
This is like in 2014,
Right.
Right.
And,
And
they
then it
just
evolved
retweeted that.
into Shang-Chi,
Yeah.
and then here
And
we go.
he also said how he tweeted again after that.
Yeah.
That first tweet was like enough, where it was just
Right.
like get the ball rolling, and they constantly point at that as
Yeah.
the reason. But he also tweeted again like, "Hey guys, that's gonna be me one day." After seeing, I think it was like Doctor Strange or something like that.
Yeah.
He was like, "That's gonna be me one day. I'm gonna be the hero."
Mm.
yeah,
And he got
There
the
we
part.
go.
He's
Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
I love that.
And so it looks. I obviously I can't say it looks. It's just an announcement at this point.
Sure.
But I'm excited for the real Mandarin. I love him as a villain, and I'm also excited for it to not be a sham.
Right, it's gonna be
Sure.
the Mandarin.
Yeah.
If it was Sir Ben Kingsley with the normal like, I am a terrorist, like that kind of stuff, like the videos and that kind of stuff, great. But then when we got my name is Trevor,
Yeah.
like Trevor Slattery.
I will say this.
I've come around on that twist,
I mean,
honestly.
what do,
I
what do
love
you
that
do
twist.
if
Yeah.
that twist happens again? Like,
Oh my God.
just like a big fuck you to like.
These are just
Oh,
gu-
man.
these are just
I
like
mean,
gusher
she
rings,
directed
dude. Like
by
I don't even know.
I'm taking my chair out of the theater, like just grabbing the chair, pulling it out, and taking it home with me. Like that's how much I'm gonna.
I will say this: both characters historically, in the comics, were Asian stereotypes. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not as excited about this, but
Okay.
and that's why I was very into the Mandarin twist the way it was,
Yeah.
because I was kind of on the fence. Like, you get Ben Kingsley, like I get he was Gandhi before, but like we're really making him play another Asian-esque kind of character, and then the twist happens, and I'm like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm happy that they're not leaning into this. And anyway, obviously this is 2019. Whenever this movie comes out, we are evolved society. Marvel has definitely shown that it is at least recently, kind of broadening its scope in terms of the type of characters that it's going to put on screen.
Yeah.
And
They're getting
Like
over
Aquafina's in
that
it.
one female superhero role.
they cross out the list. They never have to return to it again. And then, I mean,
We're
it's,
getting Captain Marvel 2.
we're
Come
getting
on.
Captain Marvel 2.
And Black Widow.
It's going to be great.
Getting the guy version of Captain Marvel actually this time. It's gonna be the guy version of.
And then
Captain Marvel.
Iron
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Iron Pots. It's
Iron
gonna be
Pots.
great.
Iron Pots.
That's
Yeah, we're
it.
gonna get Iron Pots one day. It's
You
gonna
guys
be great.
like Pepper Potts?
It's
I
alright.
it's fine.
I mean,
No, whatever.
She
I-
doesn't
There has to
offend
be a figurehead.
I
don't know,
You
man.
know, you're not a big Gwyneth Paltrow fan? Or?
Yeah, I was
No,
going to
because-
say I don't like the actress because
Yeah.
she's
I
a
don't
little
like either of
crazy.
it. Like, I don't like her as an actress,
Okay.
and I also don't like her as the character.
So sounds like you don't like Pepper Potts.
Sounds like you don't like
don't
Pepper
like
Potts.
any of it.
Or
Would you
Iron
like
Pots.
to see Iron Pots,
Yeah.
perhaps?
Iron Pots.
I hate it.
I will say this,
Veto.
though. I heard the writing of both characters that change over time, and obviously they'll base that more on
And
recent
that's what
stories.
I've read lately.
Yeah.
Because I try to go back and read old comics, but it's just there's so much spoilers now and that kind of stuff about the old stuff. So
Yeah.
it's hard to go back to one that you hear is like, oh, this is great because this happens.
Right.
You know, and so like I try to read the newer stuff. The newer Mandarin has been great when he's been appearing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
And
is he
that's
still
what I'm saying.
primarily an Iron Man villain?
Primarily, yes.
Cool.
There's
'Cause
a
that was,
little
like, the
there's a
first
little
big
more
bad
stretch
thing.
here or there, that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, but primarily, yes.
Okay, cool.
Do you guys have?
Yeah.
One
I'm
right now?
all done on my list.
Okay, I got one last one, and it's going to be a little different. I'm excited for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Yeah. So this is the I guess biopic of Mr. Rogers. Yeah, starring one Tom Hanks.
Yep.
The trailer dropped last weekend, and it warmed my heart. I don't know.
Aw.
I love Mr. Rogers a
Oh,
lot.
he's a softie.
Dude,
Aw.
Did you see the doc, Won't You Be My
Yeah,
Neighbor?
I
last
did.
night?
That's what I was
Yeah.
I did, and it made me feel things that I wasn't prepared to feel.
It was beautiful.
It was so good.
It was so
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like this is like a corny line, but I feel like this world could use a lot more of Mr. Rogers right now.
1,000%.
And I'm just excited. Like Tom Hanks looks like he's going. Like I'm a little nervous about me being able to not see Tom Hanks. You know what I mean? Like when I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, that's Tom
That's the
Hanks.
curse
No-
of every movie star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, exactly. But I mean, he's a really talented actor, and he has the mannerisms down pat. At least from what we saw. So I don't know. That movie looks awesome. So yeah, I'm just excited for it.
Do we know what the storyline is? It's not like...
So basically, the trailer it made it seem like it's going to follow the perspective of this reporter that's doing that's profiling him,
Gotcha.
and he's kind of like, it sounded like he's like kind of like a little skeptical of like,
No
okay,
one
like,
could be this nice.
yeah, exactly,
Right.
like okay, like this guy's got to have some sort of complex or something like that, you know, like how do you do it? Like how do you show so much empathy to every single person? So
Right.
just gonna kind of follow
And the
his
doc,
journey
in a certain part of it, had that skepticism as well.
for sure.
You know, it was taken care of in like 20 minutes, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
right.
it explored that same idea. So the whole
Definitely.
movie focus on that, I think, is pretty cool.
Yep.
T-Dog?
Let's see. I guess at this point, not so excited, just because I've already watched it all. So the Veronica Mars series, they had their new, or they announced that they were just putting it on Hulu that day, and then it
Shout out
was
to
it was
Hulu.
good.
Hulu has live sports.
You know, it's not.
Did you just get paid?
No. Come on, Hulu, get on it.
It's a good season.
Oh, so it's already out and you've watched it already.
Yeah, I've literally watched the entire season.
Gotcha.
He was watching it while we were recording the podcast.
Yeah, it's just finishing up some here. I watched the originally when it came out, so it was just a continuation, kind of characters older, since it's been a while.
How many seasons are there at this point?
4, and then
There's
a
4 now.
movie.
4 in a
Four in
movie.
a
That's
movie,
right.
Yeah.
Well, you need 2 more seasons, and you got the community.
It's-
There you
saying-
go, the
It's Kristen
community.
It's not a series that I would like
Yeah,
be
Kristen
like,
Bell,
hey
yeah.
guys, you have to watch this. But
Right.
You've
if
never
you
heard
watch the
Veronica
original, if you've watched the original Veronica Mars, it does a good job at not pandering to the fans, but creating, based off of that universe. So.
Sure.
Dean?
What's Veronica?
All right, let's explain what
Wait,
Veronica
was there
Mars
an old
is.
series?
Yeah,
too?
yeah, it's like
this
an
was
older
on.
series.
This
It's
was
like-
on CW. What
Maybe, yeah.
It's with Kristen Bell.
Kristen
that was like
Bell.
her.
It's like
first
early,
big
like
role.
mid 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Investigating.
maybe
Wait, she
06?
was
Yeah.
06, maybe?
She was the Veronica
like
Mars.
back in.
Okay, so first
Yeah.
of all, I think Veronica Mars is part of the Archie comic book.
Oh, really? Okay.
No?
Okay.
Am I
Yeah,
off
no,
on
no, no.
this?
Is she?
think
I have no
that's
idea.
I have no clue. I
I
really
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
No, I
That's
think
totally out of
that's
my realm.
right. That sounds.
Alright,
So,
guys.
so
I
she
believe-
is the Veronica, Betty, and Veronica. Like that's
'cause
I don't
watched
know
the
if that-
Riverdale, so-
I don't know about that.
okay. Got it.
Riverdale season 4 is coming.
So
Hold
the
on.
initial seasons
Let me-
took place in high school, right?
Yep.
And Veronica Mars was a
Now-
sleuth of sorts.
Yeah, kind of like a Nancy Drew kind of figure,
Yeah,
right?
little Nancy Drew.
Now I
type.
feel like I might be way off.
Wow.
Hold on.
Well, I think that might be her name, right?
There
Veronica
is an
Mars?
episode called Betty and Veronica in Veronica Mars season 1 episode 16.
Okay.
Welcome to our Veronica Mars podcast.
And I actually
Yes.
I think it is canon.
Is it?
Hey.
Hey.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is great audio.
Yeah, no, this is really playing for the audio.
I
Right
have to-
now.
I think-
we have
I
the
think it is
6 on our
canon.
phones looking at Veronica.
No.
Yeah,
I think
I know,
it is
I
canon.
know. So,
Alright,
anyway,
so it's from the.
I don't think it's from there, guys. But okay,
No?
you know what? Shoot your shot, I guess. I don't. I'm not seeing anything on Wikipedia
Yeah.
about it.
I mean,
being
I
part
don't
of
think
that
they would
universe.
have an episode called Veronica and Betty if it
It gives me a
wasn't.
nice little wink.
Yeah,
Sure,
maybe
yeah,
they're
yeah,
just
it's like a
And
wink.
it says like
oh,
Neptune
hey.
High School, which is supposedly that's where we
That's
win
where-
the comics
okay.
and that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
So
Oh,
I think
okay.
yes. I'm
That is
gonna
completely out
throw
of
my
my
money
realm. Okay.
in. Yes, it is canon.
So on that note, did season 4 live up to the hype?
I
Was
thought
it-
it,
was
like
it-
it started off slow, and I was kind of like just watching it while I was doing other stuff.
Okay.
It picked up towards the end, and I thought it was a good addition to the series. The reason why I mentioned it was because it was like at a mix of the things that I was reading about the summary of Comic-Con, like the winners and losers, and sometimes it was categorized as losers primarily just because like they released the entire season that single day, and then it was overshadowed by all of these other announcements.
Right, that is kind of weird timing. Like, oh, we're dropping this at Comic-Con. Like, I would drop it at the end almost,
Yeah.
But
That would make more sense.
So
Yeah. Well, like it's coming out in 2 days. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not marketing.
No,
Wait, I have one.
you have one.
Okay.
Mitchell,
Nobody-
your list is gone.
Oh.
yeah.
My list is
That's right, we
eliminated.
talked-
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Nobody's mentioned Rick and Morty.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
No.
One second.
Oh,
I
we
need to
have-
pause. I need to pause.
Okay.
So when I mentioned the Archie comic thing, I think I was thinking of Sabrina, maybe.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Sabrina is definitely a
she's
part of it.
definitely
Yes,
part of that.
and
But-
so I'd like. I would
Guys,
like to take
I think
back
she is
that.
not a part of it,
Yes.
and I'm gonna push my
Sabrina.
chips in the middle of the table to that.
Well, I still
Yeah.
think it's
Sabrina,
part of
like
it,
the
dude.
teenage witch?
Oh yeah, she's a part of the Archieverse.
That's what
No
I was
way.
thinking of. I was
Oh
thinking
yeah,
of
like if you
Sabrina.
watch the Netflix
Okay.
series, they mention
Alright,
Riverdale
okay.
and all that.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
All
yeah.
the time.
Oh yeah. It
So you're
is-
saying
it
It's
is-
the town.
Sabrina?
It's the
so
town
she's in
next
Green.
door.
She's in Greendale, right, or
She's in
something?
Greendale.
Yeah.
Instead of Riverdale.
Yeah.
Is
And
it
they
Riverdale?
make mentions to.
And Riverdale's
Yeah,
the
they
town
make-
next.
they make-
For real?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
have not seen the Sabrina
Okay.
stuff.
It's
We need
good.
an end point
Is it?
because he wants to get rid of that. You want to get rid of that?
I don't. We can keep it on. I just wanted to say I was wrong when I said that. initially.
Just fuck it,
Alright.
man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude.
Fuck.
We're never wrong in this podcast.
Yeah, we never
Yeah,
wrong. Shit.
We're not wrong.
Shit.
All right.
Cut the
So-
last half an hour.
Rick and Morty season 4.
Oh, you spoiled it.
Oh.
Oh. Like Rick and Morty.
Season 4.
Season 4!
1,000 years, Rick and Morty.
Oh,
I didn't spoil something that already happened.
I mean, yeah. Well, anyways,
Oh,
Rick and Morty
boo.
season 4.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I'm
It's
excited
been
too.
a long time.
It has been.
This is so long.
Guys, it's been a long time.
It's
That's
been a
it?
while.
So long.
It's been a while.
I don't know. It's
I mean,
I
like,
love
it's
Rick
such a
and
great-
Morty,
yeah.
and I've seen all the episodes like 3 times over. So
Mhm,
can
mhm,
use some new stuff.
Can always use some more Rick and Morty. I'm hoping the fact that they have a contract out for they have
It's like
70
70
episodes. Yeah.
It's exciting.
I'm hoping the wait between between seasons rather.
They've
will
already
be
said
short.
it's going to be shorter.
Okay, cool.
This is just the one where they were like renegotiating the contract, that
Yep,
kind of
yep,
thing.
yep.
Well, like I think it was like 3 years ago. I watched it when I was over in Sweden because they have it over in Sweden on Netflix,
Oh,
and that's before they have it on
Whoa.
Hulu. So I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
there you
but-
go.
Rick and Morty's pretty great.
Andre, do you remember when
Yeah.
we went on our adventure to get Szechuan sauce?
Oh my god!
The last
Yes.
season
dude.
came out.
I was
Yeah.
so pissed.
It was
It was
awful.
gone
It was-
by the time I got there, though.
Dude, we went to the
It was gone for you too.
Yeah,
Like,
we
went
drove to
a
McDonald's, and we were thinking like, oh, like whatever, like we'll just go and it won't be that crowded. Like, how bad could it be? And then we tried to McDonald's and we had to park in like another spot over to the side because it was so crowded. The cars were wrapping around the drive-through, and like,
Oh, it was bad.
yeah. And then we walked up to the door,
Yeah.
and then the guy comes out. He's like, "There's no Szechuan sauce," and we're like, Oh, okay, guess we'll
What
just
was
leave
even
then.
worse though? So I got in line after you guys because I remember this. We went
We
to the
were
same
somewhere,
McDonald's.
and I didn't go with you guys.
No.
because
Yeah,
I
right.
remember like this is
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
so-
this is stupid.
So they were also like serving their buttermilk tenders or whatever. it
Yeah,
was.
right. It was like a test day.
And so we were in line. You get all the way up to the front, and nobody had said they had been out of
Well, me
Szechuan
and
sauce
Audrey
for
never
like
even
an hour
got
and a half.
No, we never even got
That
in the
might be a
building.
different group of people.
Yeah.
Because like me and Audrey did not even get in line.
Yeah, we
Like,
like,
No,
was
no,
like,
no. I'm saying I
Yeah.
went to the same
Same
McDonald's
McDonald's.
you guys went.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
after us.
But after you, like
Yeah.
15 minutes or
Oh,
something like
I
that.
see.
Man, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I should have texted
Yeah, I was
you.
gonna say, why
like,
didn't you
Yeah,
tell
dude,
us?
just-
because I
Save
feel
us
like
some
you guys
time.
told me that you
I
didn't
did.
find it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
not
yeah.
like-
I don't know.
This is
That's
before the
right.
group me chat.
I feel like
that was it,
I
yeah.
feel like
Shouts to
Mike.
Group Me.
Shouts
You
to-
can always sponsor us.
Hashtag group me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my god.
It works.
We're whores. Didn't I tell you this?
Group Me,
I
if you
didn't
made
know.
a beer, I mean, we talk about you all the time.
I'm sure it'd be tolerable.
I'm sure it'd be tolerable. Anyway, so yeah, it was an awful experience.
Hmm?
And all I'm saying is I know Mulan is not going to give us Szechuan sauce.
No,
so we
definitely
have
not.
to rely on Rick and Morty
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
The fact that Mulan is coming out again and they haven't re-released Szechuan sauce, I'm so pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I mean,
this is not going to happen.
being real and ruining the joke, I feel like if we actually got Szechuan sauce, it would be way
It
more
wouldn't be
disappointing
that
than
good. Yeah.
if it just
Probably.
lives on in
Yeah.
its mythos.
Yeah.
But I would rather just pretend like it's the most amazing thing.
Yeah,
I-
no, definitely.
I do enjoy the fact that none of you got that, and then it's just like this continuous mystery. Did you ever have it originally when it came
I
out?
probably did, but I just
Maybe,
don't
yeah, I
remember.
remember
Like,
it, yeah.
I did.
That's the thing.
I was a barbecue only kid.
Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Surprise!
Sweet and
to
sour
no
sauce.
one.
You're not gonna get a sauce that you can't pronounce. Basically, is that what it was?
Sweet and sour, barbecue.
Sweet and
Yeah.
sour.
I definitely had a lot of sweet and sour as a kid.
Sweet
Yep.
and sour,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Those are the two. Polynesian? Hell no.
Oh, I love Polynesian sauce.
Well, now I've
Chipotle.
had it, but I'm just talking about as a kid.
Is that
like,
what Szechuan sauce essentially is? Like,
Maybe it's just
I
a
don't
Maybe
mix
it's
of
like
them
maybe
together.
they just
yeah.
re-
Like a
Named it?
spicy Polynesian sauce.
maybe.
Maybe.
Spicy
Ooh,
or
nasty.
spicy
Herb.
A little kick.
Have you not had Chick-fil-A's Polynesian sauce? Hashtag Chick-fil-A.
I think we have some. Wait, I
no.
think we have some upstairs if you want to
Oh my
take
gosh,
it.
We actually
Don't
do
know
have
if I'm
some
cool with that
someone
sponsor.
said.
Yikes.
I love Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A.
I love it. Politics
We
aside,
totally
I
have
fucking love their
It's just a
chicken.
good chicken sandwich. It's
It is
not
veggies.
politics.
It's
Those
It's
nugs,
delicious.
though.
Those nugs.
Those nugs. Just get them out.
Fair. I've
Wow.
only eaten at Chick-fil-A like 2 times.
You're missing out.
No, it's just it's.
It sounds like she is
It's
missing out. She
okay.
had it
Yeah.
twice.
I'm like, okay,
It's just-
Yeah.
What?
it's chicken.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, we've
What?
gotten off
That
track.
is the Lord's
Who
food.
invited Megan to this?
This is why you remain Proby.
No.
Okay, anyway, to rein it back in.
Yes, let's
Yeah,
rein it
what's
back
up?
in. All right.
What's the name of the movie I'm excited for, Mike?
It's Darkest Materials.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait, it's
It's
Dark
a show,
That's a
right?
show, yeah.
It's a show.
It's a show,
Whatever,
yes.
I'm excited.
I'm
bored.
Yeah.
ready to be heard again. Oh, please. I super love those books and the movie that came out like 10 years ago at this point. Jesus Christ.
Nicole Kidman.
If you,
Yeah, with
if you
Nicole
don't
Kidman
know,
and James
it's
Craig.
based off of Golden Compass.
Yeah, the Golden
That's
Compass
what
is
we
the
should-
first
That's
book.
why I feel like we should
Can we
explain.
recap
First-
Golden Compass? Because I read it and
Yep.
I saw that movie. I
Yep.
completely forget everything except for
So
the
there's a
bears.
polar bear
There's
and he
a
had
polar
armor
bear.
on?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
guys.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this doesn't have armor on it first, and then we find its armor, and then
Eventually, because
Wait,
it's an
wait.
hour and 5 minutes.
and then
away.
also the church sucks.
Was
and,
there also a
that's the
train?
plot.
Was there a train?
There's a train on there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
train.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
We're at an
Oh,
hour
oh,
and
it's a
5
Polar
minutes. You
Express.
guys can.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
Polar
say that.
Express.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
it's-
Anyways,
Yeah,
Golden
I
Compass.
saw
Wait.
that.
Golden
Are there polar
Compass.
bears in Polar Express?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
they
they're-
are.
It's the same movie.
And they have armor on too.
His Darkest Materials.
His
Why are
Dark
you excited
Materials.
about it?
A little too far.
I'm just excited about it because not that I can remember what it's about clearly, but I remember liking the book, and this
Yeah.
looks like from what little I have seen.
Looks like a book.
Looks like a faithful adaptation.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Looks like a
Thank you,
book.
Yeah, I think this.
From the words
It's
that I
got James
saw.
McAvoy in it.
It's got James
I love
McAvoy in
James
it.
McAvoy.
I would say that the show format fits the story way better than a trilogy of movies because that's a lot to fit in from just those books.
I will
But
get
yeah,
back to you about my thought on that because I don't remember what it's about.
It's
Okay.
like 3 books, isn't it?
It's 3 books.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a trilogy.
Trilogy.
My head
It's
hurts.
Dark Materials.
Okay.
What?
Going
So
on.
good.
I have one more thing I'm excited about. Does anybody else have something?
I'm good.
I'm excited
I might
to hear
have
about what
something,
you're
but
excited
yeah.
about.
Oh.
Ready for this?
Oh gosh.
Sure.
Top Gun Maverick.
Yo!
Let's fucking
Kenny
go.
fucking Loggins, get in my face.
Don't even care. We've traded volleyball for football. It looks like,
Hell
and that's
yeah.
all it looks
It's
different.
beach sports.
I
It's
will
beach
say,
sports.
Tom Cruise in the trailer though.
He looks old. Don't matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
He is
As long as it has the
very
right amount of
cute.
homoeroticism in it, I'm in.
Oh
Alright?
God!
So
Give me
my
all
first-
the homoerotica,
Please.
My first dog was named Maverick.
Okay.
After Top Gun.
Nice.
And so I am just
Maddie.
like full on board. Like this is the movie I grew up
Are we gonna
watching.
get
I was gonna
Yes.
say, you know who told me they were excited about it?
Huh.
My mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
There you
that's-
go.
She's pumped about
That's
it.
our parents'
that'll
generation
line.
for sure.
It's made for our
Loved it.
parents' generation and then kids who grew up watching it more than once.
Yep.
Because like I
Yep.
feel like
Yep.
any amount of toxic masculinity I have is from that movie.
Oh God!
Yeah.
It
Is that
is
what
all
how you
stems
imagine
from
yourself
Top
when you
Gun.
play volleyball?
Oh hell yes, slow motion. Like I have the necklace on. Like
And
oh.
in jeans.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are we gonna get like
Yeah,
that? Are we
jean
gonna-
shorts.
Jeans.
So
Jean
are,
shorts.
Yeah.
are we getting shirtless football? Yes, no.
Shirtless football.
There is definitely in the trailer a scene where he is shirtless holding a football.
Okay, but but I want them tackling each other. Shirtless.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably.
Wait,
Wow.
I mean,
Wait,
if-
we're
Yeah.
why
Okay,
do you
slow
want
down.
that? We're going
If
fast.
he's
Okay,
not
slow down.
shut-
It's only 9:00 tonight.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, I am pumped for this movie because it just looks like 34 years later, same movie.
Yeah,
And
right.
I'm okay
Yes.
with that.
That's what you got
That's
to
what
do.
I want.
Exactly.
So Top Gun Maverick, full speed ahead, highway through the danger zone.
Highway to the danger zone.
Fade
Oh,
out,
yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
So good.
I don't know if
Kenny fucking Loggins.
Kenny Loggins.
Love him.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know if we're done with the Top Guns discussion. I didn't want to like interrupt.
Well, we're not.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
No,
we
no.
still did it.
Keep
No,
going.
go
This is-
on. No,
this is
no,
the
no,
second
no,
half of
no,
the podcast.
forever.
Okay.
This
Guys,
is
this
the Top
will be-
Gun half?
Yeah, this is the Top Gun cast.
Oh dear. T-Rock,
Airplanes
just go.
and shirtless football. Okay, done. Go ahead.
That's all you need to know, guys.
So I think Bob's Burgers did a thing at Comic Con, and then I'm excited for the movie that's coming out.
Wait,
I
wait,
don't-
wait.
Oh, there's
There's
a
a
Bob's
Bob's
Burgers
Burgers
Yes,
movie?
but I don't think they
Bring
like
me
said
Tina.
anything about that
Tina's
at
great.
Comic Con. Actually, I
One
don't
of
know
the
if they did or
all-time
not,
greatest.
but so I'm excited for that when it eventually comes out. I think they have a slated year. I don't know exactly what year it is. So.
Okay.
Can the year be now? Can it be today?
Bob's Burgers movie. I didn't know that was coming.
Tina is my spirit animal.
Anyway, Top Gun though.
Yeah, we can go back to Top
Kenny
Gun.
Loggins.
Can we not?
Footloose.
All right.
What is wrong with Top Gun?
Nothing.
Oh, good. Well, I mean, the
It's
movie.
the perfect movie,
Here's the
basically.
thing: the movie's not good, but damn, is it fun?
Yeah, yes.
That's all it needs to be.
That's all it
Like
needs to be.
even so, I sent you guys a Watch Mojo list that was like top
Sponsor
10
us.
things from Comic Con. Sponsor us, sure.
Shouts to Watch Mojo.
It was like the top 10 things from Comic Con, and that was one of the things. And it was like the trailer doesn't reveal much, but Top Gun was always like a tone and a feeling.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah,
It was U.S.
It really
propaganda.
was.
It was,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah, it
was.
definitely
it's
was.
U.S. propaganda, but yeah, you know what? I need it in my veins. So, all right. Well, that'll do it for this special edition of Game for a Movie. I am your host, Mike Butank. I'm joined by
Andre Bellinger.
T-Dog.
Mitchell Clements.
our two special guests.